Welcome, listener. Today we will discuss types of decision control statements. Now, in any programming language, the three fundamental methods of control flow are sequential control, selection control or decision making, and iterative control or loops. Python also supports all these types, that is sequential control, selection control or decision making, and iterative control or loops. Now, control type, sequential control, purpose is execute statements in order, and keywords in Python, no specific keyword. Now, control type, if selection control, then purpose is make decisions, that is branching. Keyword in Python is if, else, elif. Now, control type is iterative control. Purpose is repeat code, that is looping. Keywords in Python is for, while, break, continue, etc. Now, sequential control. This is the default mode where statements are executed line by line from top to bottom. That means the second line is executed after the first, the third line is executed after the second, and so on and so forth. Take one example. Here, line 1, print under double quote start of my program. Then line 2, x equal to 10 plus 6. Line 3, print under double quote the final value of x is comma x, and line 4, print under double quote end of my program. This is the coding part. Now, in sequential control, first line start of my program will display because this is under double quote. After that, 10 plus 6 will be added, that is 16, and it will be stored in x. X is a variable. Now, x is 16. In the third line, the final value of x is, now x is 16, so final value of x is 16. And in the fourth line, it output is end of my program. This will be displayed on the screen. So you see, first line 1 is executed. After that, line 2 is executed. After that, line 3 is executed. After that, line 4 is executed. So every statement is executed line by line, and that should be from top to bottom. This is sequential control. You see, in output, start of my program, the final value of x is 16, end of my program. Here, everything runs in sequence, no conditions or loops. Now, selection control or decision making allows the program to choose between options based on conditions. Take one example. X equal to int input under double quote enter the value of x colon. Now here we ask the user to enter the value of x. The input function gets the value of x, a string, and int convert it into a integer number, and that value is stored in variable named x. Now, if x greater than 0, print positive number. If x equal to 0, print 0. Else, print negative number. Now, if we get x equal to 10 from the user, then in the output we get positive number. If user give minus 51, then in the output we get negative number. If user give x equal to 0, then in the output we get 0. So every time, based on the value of x, either positive number will be displayed, or 0 will be displayed, or negative number will be displayed. So the program selects which block to execute based on the condition. These are the outputs. Now, iterative control or loops used to repeat a block of code multiple times. Example, for loop. Here you see first line is comment to display hello 5 times. Now for I in range 5, print hello, and in output you see hello, 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 hello. It displays 5 times. We'll discuss for range in later lectures. We'll discuss at that time in details. Now, if we consider while loop, same thing, that is to display hello 5 times, this time count equal to 0, while count less than 5, colon, print hello, hello should be under double quote, count plus equal to 1, that means count equal to count plus 1. This time, when we run this program, you see out in the output we get hello, 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 that is hello will be displayed 5 times. Again, we will discuss while loop in later lectures. Now, in last lecture, we gave 4 assignments. Now, this is your answer of assignment number 1. Write a program to calculate volume of a cube. Now, cube has 6 sides and each side has equal length. So, we require the side length. Now, when we ask the user to enter the length of one side of the cube, then the input function gets the number as string and float convert it to a decimal number. Then we store this number in a variable called side. After that, we get volume equal to side to the power q. Here volume is another variable where we kept the calculation side q. And finally, we use print function to show the result to the user. Now, if we put side equal to 6, then the volume of the cube is 6q, that is equal to 216. This is assignment number 2. Write a program to calculate area and perimeter of a square. All of us know that square has 4 sides of equal length and area equal to side square and perimeter equal to 4 into side. So in the input, we require side length of the square. Then only we can calculate area and perimeter of a square. That's why when we ask the user to enter the side length of the square, then the input function gets the number as string and float convert it to a decimal number, and we store in variable called side. Then we calculate side square, and that value is kept in variable called area. After that, we multiply side into 4 and keep the value in a variable called perimeter. Finally, we use two print function to show the result to the user. Now, if the side length of the square is 6.2, then area of the square is 38.44 and perimeter of the square is 24.8. Thank you.